Hello and welcome to a sunshiny Sunday stroll. Liz and I continue to go on our joy journey, and we thought we'd share this most magnificent slice of paradise with you. We are now in Australia. We are blessed to be in this beautiful part of Victoria, north of Melbourne, called Toolangi. And what I love about it more than anything are the trees. So I'm going to share some of the trees with you and other beautiful sights. Let me see. I do that, you can just start to get a feel for the majesty and magnificence of these trees. I think I'll turn the camera around so you can enjoy beautiful nature that we are surrounded by. So these are the magnificent masters of this area, just the most glorious trees. And at the moment, if we zoom in just down by this little pond, I wonder if you can see, there's not as many today. I've counted up to 50 of these ducks, different type of duck to England, obviously. There's one having a lovely swim, and more over this side. And as you can see, they're surrounded by the landscape. We've got these beautiful trees in the foreground. And then in the distance, I'll zoom in. More trees. All the way along. We're quite high up here, the altitude's slightly different. Away. And I don't know whether we can capture it, but it is out. There it is. I always find this quite extraordinary. The moon is showing up here. It's a bit blurry. And if we travel round, the sun's here. Magical. So it's been a calmer day today. We had a huge storm a few days ago, and you can just see how beautiful. Look how right up there, there's some more trees. Glorious blue sky, wonderful sunshine, lovely fluffy clouds. And the storm was so extraordinary that in a very close distance, just about here, we saw this enormous fork lightning shoot down to the ground. We could honestly hear it crackle. Rolling thunder over our heads for quite some time, and this storm, you wouldn't believe it looking at how still it is today. Took down many trees and all the power for several days. Quite a large area of Victoria, or in this part anyway. So I'm going to have a little stroll and show you another favourite part. This is the most magnificent view there, isn't it? It's beautiful in the morning, in the early evening now. It's just gone 6 o'clock. And it's beautiful in the night time, you can imagine, with this clear sky. The stars are going to be absolutely superb tonight. And of course there is no light pollution up here in the hills. So the stars are magnificent. So I'll let you just breathe in this spacious, expansive sky. Watching, actually, I wonder if I can capture it. You can see it's like the trees are communicating with each other when they sway in the breeze. When it gets a little windier, which it will, especially as we're leaving summer now, sounds like they're talking to each other as the leaves all shimmer together and make the most glorious sounds. So let's continue exploring this beautiful place. Now I'd like to tell you a story about this beautiful area. 4 years ago, Brendan and Edwina, who own this beautiful property, asked me to do a little drawing of a meditation garden. And 4 years later we're finally back, and this is what they created. It was literally on a piece of paper when I left. Let me take my sandals off so I can enjoy the soft grass. I've been doing a little bit of gardening, a little bit of weeding. See my little toes, enjoying the soft grass. And this is a place to enjoy colour, scent, beauty, simplicity, sensation. Look at this selection of colours, and this, I believe, is a maple. Just a little baby. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at those colours. So we're still in summer officially here, moving into autumn. And a lovely place to sit and meditate. We have rosemary on this side, daisies, and I'm not sure what this plant is. Obviously we've missed its summer bloom. Wonderful rocks. I'm going to take a seat and share the rest of this beautiful garden. So as you can see, they've done an amazing job of creating like a cocoon. So the art of landscaping and horticulture to create this wonderful layering of colour and flowers and layers to create a real embrace. I don't know whether you can truly appreciate, it feels like a little hug in this area. And I've just been clearing, there's another lovely bench over here. Actually, I'll walk around and then I'll come back and sit with you. So you can see from here, there's still some grasses that are needing some attention. It's beautiful. Love this. Wonderful. I don't know the name of this. But you can see it's got these magnificent purples in the leaves. And the green. And then up. You see they're turning purple. And it goes up very high. Hug. And this little sculpture was gifted to them by a couple that were married here. Can you imagine? Just the most glorious place to get married. And there's the other bench, and everything is used from the land. Brendan will have chopped this tree down and carved it and such like. I think this is, not sure which tree this is. All of these beautiful bushes, and I have to get my sandals to show you around the other side. And look, more glorious trees. How truly blessed are we. And then we come round to the other embrace. I haven't done my reading this side yet, but can you see these wonderful plants? I've forgotten the name of them. They're so pretty. It's such a delicate selection of tones and colours, and then this lovely big embrace by these larger trees. In 4 years, it really has shown me and reminded me about the power of patience. And are these, I'm not sure, these hocks? I'm not like Mary T, who knows every plant going. She's amazing. But I do my best. And really, when it comes to our mindful awareness, there's this invitation to simply appreciate, soak it up. And that's what I invite you to do. Isn't that glorious? It's just so glorious. So let's slowly, I warmly encourage you to do as much barefoot walking as you can. I know it's much harder when the weather is cold, but just pause for a moment and soak up the majesty. Imagining your feet, your bare feet are on the earth like mine are. As you can see, the sun has set behind the big trees behind me, so we're in shadow now, but you can see that the sun is still reaching the trees on the other side. And you may like to simply pause and breathe. One thing this beautiful place helps remind me and helps me put in place is time to breathe. Every morning I come and stand on the lawn and I have a little morning routine in my bare feet on the grass, even if it's cold and wet. And I soak up the majesty, the beauty, the peace, the serenity, and the nourishment of this glorious natural environment. Just spectacular. And finally, as the sun is going down, look at that, can you see? Through that tree there. Oh, magnificent. Let's enjoy just the outside embrace of this beautiful garden. Time to meditate, reflect. I love these ferns, they're so beautiful, and many of them self-seed. And the rocks are gorgeous, all from the land. And this is a gentle reminder to, here's my metaphor for the day, to consider looking from different perspectives, especially if you're facing difficulty. How interesting that the garden looks very different from this side. And yet we know it's the same garden. And so if things are troublesome, maybe there's weariness in your heart, perhaps offer yourself a little relief by knowing that there's always another perspective. Another side. Maybe there's a silver lining hiding when you look from a different angle. Now here there's lots of grasses, and we've missed, I think these were all irises. We've missed them for this season. There's a few still trying to come through. But you know, it's interesting again. Oh, enjoy another metaphor. So these beautiful, I just love what we used to call the magic clocks. And all the seeds in every single one of these heads. It's interesting. The gardener would say, there's so many weeds here. When I look, I think, there's such beauty here. The different colours, the shades, the natural progression and evolution of change. I love the rocks. And so my invitation today is for you to consider, are you focused on the weeds, or are you focused